What's up, guys? We are live. We got a great card on Saturday. We got UFC Sacramento. We got Aspen Lad versus GDR. Really good fight. Got to play on it. It's a good card, man. It's definitely one of the best free cards in a long time, in my opinion. Kelton is not going to be joining me. It's too late for him. I think it's like 1:06 right now in Florida, and I had a long day at work, and I won't be able to do it tomorrow or Thursday. Obviously, I'm not going to put out a podcast on Friday, so I had to do it tonight. Usually, they're going to be probably every Thursday night, but I mean, sometimes it's just going to have to be whenever I can. So, without further ado, let's do a little recap. Well, talk about the Contender Series. So it's funny because I told a lot of my good friends in the MMA community about Chris Ocon, dude, he's a live dog and all this stuff. And it's kind of funny because last minute I actually thought about passing because I was like, there's a really good wrestler, trains at a good camp, I think I'm going to pass. And then I said to myself, I'd rather bet him and have him lose than pass and then he wins. And I bet him, and he lost. And Azur showed that he had the better wrestling. And yeah, man. So congrats to anyone out there that did not bet Ocon, and congrats to anyone that played Azur. And I believe that there's I think every winner got a contract. It's pretty cool. I haven't watched all the fights yet, but yeah. So I'm 0-1 in Contender Series this year. Kind of sucks. I gotta put more tape study in that. Just I don't know. Just I thought Ocon was the better striker. I knew that Azur had the better grappling. I thought he'd get back up. Wasn't the case. Azur dominated him. Oh well, I'll get it back. I'll definitely win some Contender Series fights for sure. And I just can't wait, until I watch tape for the next one. I believe it's next week. I haven't looked into it yet. So let's do a little recap for last week real quick. Yeah, it was a great night, man. Really good night. John Jones went out there and got the win. I do think that he won the fight. Co-main event, obviously, we know what happened. Nunez, went out there and showed that she's the baddest woman on the planet. Masvidal, I bet on Masvidal. Okay, I bet 3 units plus 205. I didn't expect that to happen. I thought he would get a late finish, but damn, that was awesome. Jan Blachowicz, that was badass. I mean, Luke Rockhold's done. If he comes back, you got to fade him, man. That guy's chin's terrible. Like I said in my breakdown, the guy's a talented fighter, man, but that chin just really, man, sets him back. And I don't know why people were just oh, I don't get it, man, just trashing on Jan. He only has one knockout on this. It doesn't matter, man. The guy, is very technical and hits hard. And when you're going against a guy that has no chin, he's going to knock him out. And look what happened. Jan dominated that fight, man. Looked really good. Another cash there, 3 units at plus 190. Chiesa dominated Diego Sanchez. Arn Allen, that was a parlay with Onza Benefield. Cashed that at plus money. Allen looked really good, man. I want to see him against Shane Burgos next or someone in the top 15. I was going to say give him Cup Swanson, but I think Cup Swanson's fighting Kron Gracie. Kind of a weird fight, to be honest, but Gracie should definitely sub him. Cheeto, looked good. Cheeto's, a good fighter. Goodell versus Marcos. Snooze fest. Song, great knockout. Edmund, how I am on that kid. Beast. Chance. That's one fight that I'm really kicking myself because I said he was live and I wanted to bet him and I was going to pick him all week. I changed my pick and I'm mad about that, man, because I was going to go with him and I was going to bet him. And last minute I changed it to Ishmael. And God, man, sometimes you just have to go with your gut. I know a lot of people do this, but I got to stop listening to other people sometimes and just, I don't know. I like asking people hey, what do you think about this? But I got to go stop and just go with my gut now because I had a chance and I changed my pick. So sucks. And then Avila, dominated Kanjad. Kanjad's tough. She has a good chin, but yeah, I don't know what's going to happen from here. Let me check in the comments real quick, and then we'll go on this card. Let's see real quick. But yeah, man, 239 was such a good card. Definitely one of the best cards this year. So many finishes and so many good fights, man. So, but
Yeah, man, 239.
I'm just so happy that we have UFC, for like 9 weeks in a row. Kind of sucks that we didn't have two UFC cards for International Fight Week. We usually do. Um, but yeah, man. So without further ado, let's dive right into this first fight because actually, let me go to the comments real quick. Karate Body is there one me
card.
1K.
One of the best cards this year. I mean, so many finishes.
I was hoping you had put out a contenders video. Yes, I don't have time, man. Like I did the one contenders video, but I just don't have a lot of time, man. I really don't. I work like 10-hour shifts, 9 to 10 hour shifts, Sunday through Wednesday. So it's hard. But yeah, congrats on the Zerbet, Karate Body. Masio, yep, congrats on your jam bet. Thank you. Clint, yeah, man. Literally, me and Clint, Diehard MMA, were like the only people that bet on Jan. So that was definitely good cash. Not a lot of people out there bet on him, man. And we were, two of the only guys in the MMA, 200 that bet him. So that was awesome. Yeah, man. I mean, talking to people and tuning out opinions. I mean, obviously, I love talking to like, a certain amount of people and, like a bunch of guys that I respect and my friends, you're, one of them, but it's just hard sometimes, man. Just, like saying no, like, I don't know, it's just so hard. Like other people's opinions, like, really, do a difference and sway your opinion and all that. Masio, I'm crazy. I got Faber and GDR, Party Body, I would take Avila. Understandable. Appreciate the vids. Thank you, man. All right, man. Enough for the comments. I'll answer some comments later. Let's get right in this fight. This card. Sucks that Kelton's not here because this first fight, man, we got a head-to-head. So first fight of the night, man, we got Benito Lopez versus Vince Morales. And I think this is a good fight. I don't understand why Benito's underdog. I mean, he was a huge favorite, and then he got, now he's underdog. I don't get it. I got him 3 units plus 125. I think he's the better striker. I think he has way more weapons on the feet. I think he's the bigger guy. I think he has really good kicks. He has really good knees. He has way better hands. He fights long. He's a brawler. He has a good chin, good cardio. I mean, this guy is a good prospect, man. I think a lot of people don't think he's that good because he just lost to Manny Martinez. But, I mean, Manny Martinez, man, is one of the best prospects, 135. I know he has a scrap against Casey Kenny. That's a really good fight. But, I mean, Manny's been beating everybody, man. He's undefeated, man. I mean, the dude's a serious prospect, 135. He's going to be, top 15, top 10 guy for sure. Vince Morales, I'm not that impressed with the guy. I mean, he beats the hobby, but come on, man. Zahabi's at the bottom of that weight class. Zahabi's a fraud. Morales, dropped Huarte and then got subbed. Morales has a good left hand, I'll say that, but that's like it. That's like literally like his best weapon and like, all kind of he throws. I mean, Benito has the more weapons, man. I mentioned all the stuff he has. I mean, also Benito's fighting at home. The wrestling, Morales, had some wrestling chops, but we just don't see his wrestling. I mean, he's been taking down all of his UFC fights as well. I don't think Benito's going to take him down, but I mean, he needs to watch out for Benito's sub game. Benito has good jiu-jitsu, man. I mean, he has sub wins. He's big, man. He has good chokes. I mean, Vince Morales has been tapped out twice. I mean, Morales, got tapped out against Duarte, got tapped out against some bum in 2016 on Bellator. I mean, that one fight in Bellator before, I think it was after the Duarte fight, before the fight against Song Yadong. I mean, that was a close fight, man, with like a guy that has a terrible record. So I don't think Morales is a jobber or anything. I just don't think he has what it takes to hang on the feet at all, man, with Benito. I just think Benito is really going to hurt him on the feet, and I think his best chance is taken down. But I don't even know if he's going to be able to get him down. If he does, I think Benito, has the better jiu-jitsu for sure. So, yeah, man. I mean, I like what I've seen from Benito against, Steven Peterson on the Contender Series. He's definitely improved a lot from that fight since the Alvin Morales fight. I mean, damn, that was a really good fight. That wasn't a split. He clearly won that fight. I think the Peterson one shouldn't have been a split. He clearly won that fight. And then he was looking pretty decent against Manny, but Manny got him down and tapped him out. But Manny's a different animal. So, yeah, man, I'm gonna go with Benito, man. I'm gonna say a second round KO. I know that Morales has never been knocked out, but I mean he's been hurt before, and a Benito sub is definitely happen. But I just think Benito's gonna catch him, man, with one of his left head kicks or knee, get him down and get a TKO. So I got Benito. He's gonna get back in the win column. and he's gonna get a win for alpha male. So next fight, is this another one of my plays? No, we got Pingyuan Wu versus Jonathan Martinez. This is a pretty good fight. I didn't really think Jonathan Martinez was anything special, but then he definitely looked good last fight. I didn't know he didn't fight the best guy, Luigi Buren, but he trains at Factory X. He's a huge bantamweight, 25. Good striking. He's has a good chin. I mean, he took a beating against Sukumtov in his debut, and his chin looked really good. Pingyuan Wu's another team alpha male fighter. Good striking. He's a brawler. I think he trains with Song and Dong. I'm pretty sure like their main training partners. Big 35er. I liked what I saw against Martin Day. Same with Damien Stasiak. It's a pretty close fight. I mean, the line definitely I think is right. I think we should be slight favorite, but is Jonathan Martinez live? Yeah, man. I mean, Jonathan Martinez is improving every fight. I mean, Wu is too, but I mean, I don't know, man. I think the striking drew really close. I think that the grappling advantage probably has to go to Wu for sure. Martinez can get taken down, but it's a scrappy fight, man. It's going to be a really good fight. I want to go with Wu with a close decision, but J Mart's, he's alive. So next fight, I think we do have one of my next plays. Pretty sure. Oh yeah, real quick. I was actually going to bet. Well, I bet on Jakar Klose 3 units at plus, I think 120 or some 115. But Benny pulled. Sucks. I really think Klose was going to win. I think Klose has the way better gas tank, and I think that was going to get him the win. I mean, I thought he was going to just break Benny and just TKO him, in the 3rd round. But it is what it is. So next fight, man, we got Brianna Van Buren versus Olivia Souza. And I got a play here. I got 3 units on Van Buren. I think plus 120. I don't know. Let me check real quick. Sorry for the delay. Let me see. Okay, so plus 115. That's what I got her at. But yeah, I like a lot. I like this girl, man, a lot. She's a really good prospect. I mean, she's been mainly just a grappler, man. But her striking's definitely come along. She has good boxing. I mean, she trains at AKA. I think she trains at another good camp too. I mean, she has really good top game, dude. But her grappling's really good, man. I mean, good striking. Her pressure, that's like one of her best, assets, I think, to her game. She's good, man. I mean, like the fact that, that she won that tournament, won all those fights in one night. I mean, dude, this girl's good, dude. She's on a good winning streak. She only has 2 losses, in the past, 2 decisions. Olivia Souza, she's a good fighter as well. I mean, she's 2-0. I mean, Alex Chambers' fight, we don't even need to count that. That's, against the worst fighter of all time. The last fight with Froda, I mean, that was a close fight. Froda hurt her, multiple times, Froda got her down. Souza got her down. I think Souza's not going to be able to get Van Buren down. That's the thing. And I think Souza's grappling is actually way better than her striking. Souza's striking is not that good, dude. And she gasses too, man. So I think the pressure that Van Buren's going to bring, man, is just going to really tire Souza. And Souza's, I think it's going to be a rough night for Souza trying to get her down. They're going to have to strike. Souza's going to have to strike with her. And yeah, dude, Souza, is explosive and she's athletic and she throws bombs. But Van Buren's boxing, man, is really good, dude. She's definitely more technical than Souza. I actually think she has better wrestling too. Obviously, Souza has good jiu-jitsu, but I mean, just like a lot of Brazilians, man. I mean, they slow down, dude. So I think Van Buren's, pretty much better, man, wherever the fight goes. I think that she can hurt her on the feet. I think she can box her up. I think she's going to get her down. And I think she's going to get a finish here, man. I think she's going to make a statement, dude. I know Froda couldn't get her out of there, but Souza, man, was getting tired and getting hurt in that 3rd fight, in that 3rd round. So I'm going to go with Van Buren, man, with the 3rd round TKO. And I really like, man, what I've seen from this chick. I think she's going to be make a huge impact in this division, dude. I mean, she's a huge 115er, man. I think she's going to be a potential top 5 girl in the future. I like a lot. Like I just mentioned, I like this girl a lot. So Souza, 3rd round TKO. I'm sorry, Souza. Van Buren, 3rd round TKO. Next fight. This is one of my favorite fights tonight, man. We got Darren Elkins versus Ryan Hall. I'm gonna go back and forth in this fight. It's a close fight, but the more that I'm thinking about it, and the more that I'm watching tape, I gotta go with Ryan Hall here. I think his ground game, man, is just so so good, dude. This guy's ground game, it's legit. I mean, he can just, just go for a heel hook and tap you out. I mean, yeah, he's, not that active. And yeah, he's been bounced around 155, 145. But this dude's a huge featherweight. He's pretty big for a lightweight, too. His striking is not bad either. I mean, he trains in a good camp. I mean, he has good kicks. So he has good movement. It's hard to hit him. He actually has a good chin, too. We've seen him get cracked before by Sally Rogers on top. I mean, the guy can take a punch. People act like this guy's a joke. Like, this guy's ground game, man, is going to win him so many fights. Like, this dude is, like, I think Ryan Hall is no slouch. I think Ryan Hall could definitely win a lot of fights in this division, man. I know, it's a big step up from BJ Penn to Darren Elkins, but Darren Elkins is on the decline. I mean, the guy's on a 2-fight losing streak, yes, against, good fighters. I mean, with Ricardo Lamas is, a huge decline for sure, man. I mean, yeah, Ricardo Lamas is a huge fade. And then, who else did Darren Elkins lose to? Volkanovski, yeah, okay. Volkanovski is a great fighter, but Elkins is just, he's been taking so much damage, man. And, the thing is, he gets taken down a lot. He's like 58 takedown defense. I think Ryan Hall could easily take him down. I think Hall could go for a leg lock. And, Elkins has been tapped out before, man. I know against Charles Oliveira, but he's been put in a lot of bad positions, Elkins. And he's known for his, his pressure and his cardio, but his striking is not even that good. I mean, the fight with Bektic, Bektic just gassed out, man. And was that a fluke? We'll talk about that later, but I just think he just, Bektic just gassed out. I mean, he caught him. Like, congrats to Elkins. That was probably the biggest win of his career, but I just think it's going to be really hard, man, for Elkins to go. Elkins is not going to be able to take him down. I mean, if he does, he's in trouble. Like, Elkins needs to avoid the ground game at all costs here. On the feet, I think Ryan Hall is a better striking. I think Hall has, the better movement. I think he has good kicks. I think he has the better volume. I think Elkins' striking is not that good. I think Elkins is going to be chasing him around. And that's exactly what Hall wants. Look at the fight with Gray Maynard. I mean, Maynard was getting all frustrated and stuff. People are booing. Hall won every round. Hall has, a good game plan at TriStar. He can outstrike you, and then when he gets you to the mat, whether it's he takes you down or he goes through a leg lock, you're in deep shit. So I got Ryan Hall. I wanted to play him, but he's not plus money. We'll see if he hits it, but yeah, I think Ryan Hall's going to win. So, and people need to stop saying he's a joke, dude. Like, the guy has a great ground game, man. Ryan Hall is, I'm a big fan of him, man. I like the guy a lot. So next fight, we got Juliana Pena versus Nico Montano. Yeah, this is a very interesting fight. Obviously Pena has a really long layoff here, but the thing is, dude, like, I think she's way better than Nico Montano, dude. Like, I know that's a big red flag. Montano, is definitely, she hasn't fought in a while either, but Pena, it's been a long time for Pena. I mean, she's coming out, like, she had a kid. It's been, 2.5 years, but number one, she's way bigger than Montano. Montano's a 125, so she's fighting 135. And then number two, dude, Pena's ground game and grappling is really good. I've bet on her, before in the past. He actually lost Shevchenko. That's I think her only loss in UFC might be. Is it her only loss? In the UFC, I think it is. Yeah, and I know she's lost a couple other ones, but that's the champ. Look what she did to Katsungano. Her striking is not that good, though. Like, it really isn't. Like, Montano's striking is not good either. Like, both these girls' striking's not up to par at all. But Montano's a grappler. Like, she wants to get you to the mat, and that's a terrible game plan against Pena because she's not going to be able to get Pena down. Pena's a better grappler, a better wrestler. They both have good cardio, but it's just really interesting to see how Pena looks here because she hasn't fought in a while. But I think she should win this fight. I think Pena should definitely go out there and actually even get a finish here. She's the better fighter. It's just I'm not going to play the juice on her at all. And I would have probably picked Montana versus Sarah McMahon because Sarah McMahon is a can. But it is what it is. I'm going to go with Pena. I think she's a better grappler, but we'll see what happens. I think she gets the finish though. So next fight we got this is a really close fight. We got Andre Fili versus Simone Moraes, and honestly, man, I like this fight a lot. I was thinking about playing Shaman here, but it's a really close fight. And the thing with Shaman that bothers me a little bit, I actually like him. He's definitely one of my favorite fighters, 145. I bet on him versus Matt Sales, Cash that, picked him versus Julio Arce. But the thing is that he fights so close, dude, and it makes you sweat, man. Fight with Sales, oh my god, dude! Like, he almost gave that fight up in that third round. He does slow down too. His cardio, is good. I mean, his cardio, like, I don't know, man, like, is good, and then he just, always just like kind of slows down in the third round. And let's talk about the matchup. I think Shaman's way more technical on the feet. I think he has the better striking, but Fili's improved a lot, dude. And Fili's striking's good too. I mean, Fili, has a good jab. I mean, he has a good right hand. He's a good pressure fighter. He has the better cardio, Fili for sure. He has the better wrestling. He has the better grappling. I think Shaman has great takedown defense, but obviously, that's the way. I think that's how he wins his fight. Fili is he's gonna have to get him down and hold him down. I mean, he could strike with him on the feet. I mean, it'll be a close fight on the feet, but I just think Shaman's the better fighter. I think he has more weapons, good knees, good kicks, good teep kicks, good hands, good left hand. Who's more durable in this matchup? I think Shaman has a better chin. I think Fili's a little chinny. He's definitely been hurt in a lot of fights. Shaman has too, though, but I mean, Shaman has a really good chin, though. I mean, he fought, a really good fight against Sodiq Yusuff, but I mean, Yusuf's a future top five, probably maybe even future champ. And he beats a top five guy. That's only 2 losses. I know he beat Sales and Arsene 2 close fights, but I mean, both those fights were close, dude. I mean, they were split decisions. So Shaman fights really close, man. I mean, I want Shaman to get a finish, man. I think he could definitely get one here, but I don't know. I'm my mind saying Shaman's gonna get a split decision to win. So I'm gonna go Shaman by split. Like I mentioned, I think he's more technical, but Fili's alive, man. Fili's a good fighter, man, for sure. I like Fili. So next fight we got Mike Rodriguez versus John Allen. I mean, I like Mike Rodriguez a lot. I bet on him versus Adam Millsap. Plus money, I think? Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, I was going to bet him versus John Vante, but I messed out on that line. I mean, Kelvin got him like a minus 170, which was a great line, but then he was like minus 400. I was thinking about parlaying him, but I didn't do it. But now he's facing this newcomer, John Allen. Obviously, this dude lost in Mutante. Right when I saw that, yeah, I mean, Mutante is the worst fighter in, the 205-pound division. Probably the worst fighter in the UFC. Literally, this guy is a complete scrub. This dude is 0-2 in the UFC. Terrible, terrible chin, terrible striking. I've told Clint and a lot of people this multiple times. Paul Craig would absolutely destroy Mutante. And if they fight, which is the fight to make, by the way, oh my God, I will go all in on Paul Craig. And if Paul Craig happens to lose that fight, I'm going to freaking drive to Quinn's house in Arizona. And I swear to God, I'm going to freaking just egg your house and paintball your house. And you're never going to hear from me again. Because Paul Craig should absolutely destroy Mutante. Anyways, enough of my Mutante rant because the guy's a complete scrub. John Allen, I mean, guys have been subbed like 20 times, 4 times actually. He's a brawler. He's sloppy. He's slow. He's only getting this matchup or this fight because, short notice. I think Mike Rodriguez rolls here. Mike Rodriguez is a good fighter, man. Good prospect. I'm high on the kid. Great striking. Great technical striking. Trains at, Lausanne's MMA. I mean, the dude's so athletic, man. I mean, his right hand, his jab, his kicks, his takedown defense has improved. Obviously, that's how he lost Devin Clark. But, I mean, Devin Clark took him down, but, he didn't really do that much in the mat. That was a close fight, too. I think Devin Clark was a little too much for him in, his first fight in the UFC. But if they rematch, I think Rodriguez would beat him. And I think Rodriguez is going to hurt this guy bad. I mean, they're going to brawl for sure. John Allen's a striker, man. He's a brawler. Mike Rodriguez is a more technical striker. So I'm going to go with Rodriguez, man. I think he could knock him out in the first round. It would not be surprised me at all if this fight hits the mat and Mike taps him out because Mike guy's underrated jiu-jitsu for sure. Guy trains at Joe Lozon's camp. Come on, dude. Lozon's, one of the best BJJ's practitioners, well, not practitioners, but one of the best, sub-artists in the UFC. So I'm going to go with Mike Rodriguez by first round KO. Next fight, we got the first fight of the main card. Yeah, we got Martin Vettori versus Cesar Ferreira. This is a good fight, man. This is a really good fight. This is Ferreira's first fight back after losing to Heinich. I think he's on the decline, though. I really do, man. He has a bad chin. He has good grappling, but, I mean, he has bad gas tank, in my opinion. He has a bad, chin, like I mentioned. His striking's not the best. It really isn't. I mean, he has good grappling. He has good jiu-jitsu. But a guy like Vettori, definitely it's a red flag. He hasn't fought in a while. You saw that. But Vettori can crack. He had a close fight with Salamander. The guy has a good right hand. He's a brawler. He has good jiu-jitsu too. I mean, it was, Carlos Jr. fight was really close. Carlos, had a very tough time with him, man, that second round. I think Vettori, man, is the better striker here. Vettori slows down too, though. That's the thing. They both, have questionable gas tanks. Obviously, Vettori is more durable. Vettori has the better striking. I think he hits harder. I think Vettori has really good jiu-jitsu too. Obviously, he's not going to tap out Ferreira, I don't think. But I think if Mutante gets him down, I think Vettori could actually put him in some bad positions and you can get on top or get right back up and feet. I mean, the thing is, Vettori has a very good jiu-jitsu. He has a very good ground game. So it's not like Mutante's ground games that much better. So I think the ground game's going to neutralize. I think Vettori's going to get right back up or even put Mutante into bad positions. And I think Vettori has the better striking. I think he has more power on the feet and he's more durable. I'm going to go with Vettori with the second round TKO. I think he's going to put Mutante out. And I like Vettori a lot, actually, man. I like the guy. I know he had a very close fight with Omari, but that was a clear win, in my opinion, for Vettori. Shouldn't have been a draw. Marvin won that fight. So I don't, he won that fight. Anyways, next fight, we got Baby K, Carl Robertson versus Wellington Turman. Who was Carl Robertson supposed to fight again? I'm trying to remember. I forget. It's like in the back of my mind, but I forget. But now he's fighting. Wait, who is he? Who is he? Was he fighting? Maybe he wasn't supposed to fight anyone. Maybe it's this guy the whole time. Anyways, fighting this guy, Wellington Turman, making his debut. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't think this guy's on Carl Robertson's level. I think Carl Robertson is a very underrated fighter for sure. He was beating, Glover Teixeira on short notice at upper weight class, and Glover Teixeira showed him, why that there's levels in this and why you should stay at 185 because Glover was a bigger guy, and I mean, Glover almost died in that fight, but then he tapped him out. Glover, tough dude. I mean, I don't know why I faded him with Iron Control, a terrible fight or terrible bet. Anyways. Carl's is somewhat more athletic here, man. He's a more tactical striker. He's a faster. He's more athletic. I think Turman has to get this fight to the mat to win. Robertson's been taken down before. He's been tapped out twice. Glover Chair tapped him out. I believe who else tapped him out? Oh, Mutante. Yeah. I think Robertson's gonna hurt him, man. I think he's gonna get him out of there. I'm gonna go with Robertson with a knockout. So. Next fight. Okay, we have 3 fights left. We got Josh Emmett versus Mirsad Bektic. It's a good fight. I've been going back and forth in this fight. This is one of those fights, man, where, I mean, Bektic's the better fighter, in my opinion. Like, I think he has, more weapons, but Josh Emmett, man, I mean, I like Emmett, man, a lot. I think Emmett is the more durable fighter, even though Emmett got I'm not going to say destroyed because he was beating Jeremy Siemens, but then, he definitely got his life changed, man, in that fight. I mean, those illegal knees and stuff. But he came back, man. He looked slow against Michael Johnson. He was losing that fight, and then he knocked him out. That's one thing with Emmett. He's one of the heaviest hitters at 145. This guy can crack. He has an overhand right for days. Very powerful. Great left hand. I like his movement a lot, man. And, his cardio's improved a lot, too. He's very durable, good cardio. Great wrestling, great grappling. I don't think Bektic's going to get him down. Bektic is known for his wrestling. Bektic's striking has improved, but you saw him in Lama's fight, and he was just freaking trying to get that takedown left and right. And I mean, he had the better striking than Lamas. He fought close in that fight, and he fought so conservative. It's just chin, dude. Bektic knows his chin's not good, man. And his gas tank's not the best either. Like I said, I think Bektic not gonna say Luke Rockhold level chin, but I think Bektic is the better fighter. I really do. But I just think Josh Emmett, man, is gonna win this fight just because he hits harder, man, and he's more technical on the feet. I think Josh Emmett, I think that power, man, and the thing is, Bektic's not gonna be able to take him down. He's gonna have to strike with Josh Emmett for 3 rounds, and Bektic's known for his grappling. That's how he wins most of his fights. He's not gonna be able to go out there on the feet and outstrike a guy like Josh Emmett. If he takes one of those shots to the chin, it's game over. So, and he's gonna get hurt in this fight. I'm telling you right now. Once he gets hurt, man, Josh Emmett, dude, smells that blood, and he's gonna get a finisher. I got Josh Emmett with a KO. I'm gonna say second round. I'm not betting it though. So co-main event, we got Uriah Faber versus Ricky Simone. Obviously, I'm a huge Uriah Faber fan. He's definitely one of my favorite fighters of all time. My heart says Uriah Faber. I want him to win so bad, but I just don't think he's going to. I think Ricky Simone is, obviously the better fighter right now. Faber was not looking good before he retired. Simone's on the incline, bro. This guy's one of the best prospects in the division. It's a future top 10 dude, maybe even top 5 guy. Like, look what he did against Montano Jackson. That guy's, the future of the bantamweight division. One of the best prospects, and I mean, Simone, just that guy's pressure, his pace. Look at how he beat Moraes. I mean, he beat Ronnie Yaya. Like, I like Ricky Simone a lot, dude. I mean, this dude's a monster, man. I mean, his striking's improved a lot. His cardio and his pace and his pressure is just how he beats guys, dude. This dude, I like him, man. He's definitely one of my favorite fighters in the division. I think Faber's, a good striker. I think Faber's one of the best fighters, one of my favorite fighters of all time. He's a legend, man. He's one of the best bantamweight fighters of all time. But his time is done. Like, the dude is going out there and fighting close to Frankie Symes. Jimmy Rivera's beating him and stuff. He hasn't fought in a very long time. He's getting, losing in, grappling tournaments and stuff. I think Simone has the better wrestling. I think Simone has the better cardio. I think Simone's more durable. I think Simone, striking wise, Faber has good striking, but I think Simone's better everywhere. It's kind of, it's a little like the Allen, Gilbert Melendez fight for sure. Even though I think Faber is less sharp than Melendez, but I'm gonna go with Simone. I think he's gonna get a decision win here. 30-27 on all 3 scorecards. But I mean, Faber, could look good, man, for a couple minutes, but then just probably gas out. Main event of the evening. I mean, dude, this is, I think it's a great fight. A lot of people are definitely like talking crap on this fight and all this stuff, but I think it's a good fight for the main event. Honestly, I mean, I think it is. We got Aspinwall versus GDR. Obviously, it's a pure striker versus grappler matchup. I have Aspinwall. I have a bet on her. I have her 3 units at plus 100. I think that's the best that it's gotten. So I'm actually happy that, I got a really good line on her because I definitely mess up a lot of my lines. So I'm happy I got her at plus money. I don't think she's gotten better than plus 100. GDR has definitely been like 145, 150 range. I think, she's just not that active, number one. I think she's a good striker. I think she has good takedown defense. The thing is, like, she's only fought like one really good grappler. I don't think Rocky Pennington's good at all. I think she's definitely on the way out. I mean, you saw how she looked her last 2 fights. Dude, Rocky, like, straight up quit against Martinez in the last fight. Like, dude, oh my God, dude. Rocky's a quitter, dude, in my opinion, dude. A quitter, man. I mean, she quit against GDR as well. She's a quitter. And then the home fight was super controversial. I mean, that was a very close fight. Obviously, Amanda Nunes went out there and, took her down and showed the blueprint how to beat GDR, get her down. And, she quits there. But GDR is a better striker here for sure. Obviously, I'm not saying that she's not. She's a good technical striker. But, I mean, Aspen Ladd, man, I mean, oh my God, dude. Her cardio, man, is like legit. Definitely one of the best assets of her game. The pace, the pressure, I mean, her chin, she's a brawler, man, on the feet. I mean, her striking's improved, man. I mean, just very good boxing, dude. Very good technical striking. But obviously, we know what's going to happen. Ladd's going to go out there, strike with her on the feet for a little bit. She's going to close the distance and get her to the mat. I do think she gets GDR down. I do think GDR can get back up, and I think just taking her down and, it's going to tire out GDR, man. I mean, the cardio for Ladd, I think, is better. I think, she's the younger fighter. She's the fresher fighter. She's very durable. I think both girls are durable. I think Ladd's striking's gonna definitely surprise a lot of people because I think she can hang with GDR on the feet until she gets her down. I think she's gonna get her down. I think she's gonna take her down multiple times, rinse and repeat, and I think she's gonna get her out of there, man. I think Asimla's gonna hand GDR. I was going to say submission, but her ground and pound, dude, might be the best ground and pound in the division. I think Asimla's going to get her out there. She's going to scream like she always does. This girl's the best prospect in the division besides Kaylin Vieira. And, yeah, man, GDR is, she's a good fighter. She's getting older, but I just think that this prospect, man, with Aspen Ladd, the young kid, I mean, dude, this girl is a handful, man, for a lot of people in this division. She's the future of the sport. The grappling is too good, and it's her cardio. She doesn't get tired, man. I mean, this girl is relentless, dude. That's what I like, man. I want to bet on someone that I know is going to go after their game plan. I know she's going to be in GDR's face. Yeah, she'll strike with her for a little bit. Like, she has good boxing for sure. Like, it wouldn't surprise me at all if she had some success in the feet, but she knows what she has to do. She's going to go out there and get her down. I know she's going to get GDR down, and it's going to be game over, man. She's going to get her out of there in the second round, I think. It would not surprise me if it was in the first round. But, yeah, on the feet, if GDR goes out there and stuffs every takedown and, like, outstrikes her and stuff, yeah, I'll be a little worried. I mean, GDR is the better striker for sure, but I think Laz's going to go out there and show, why she's the way better grappler and why she's a ferocious beast in this division. I like Aspen Ladd a lot. I mean, Sarge Eubanks is a good fighter, and she looked really good last fight. People were saying, that Sarge won that fight. No, Aspen Ladd won that fight. So, pure striker versus grappler matchup. I'm going to go with the grappler here. I think she's going to rinse and repeat, get GDR down, and I want to go the second round TKO. So that was my plays. I got 3 units on Aspen Ladd, plus 100, 3 units on Benito, plus 125, and then 3 units on Buren, plus 115. That's it. Those are my 3 plays. Let me check the comments. Also, one thing real quick. I'm wearing, I don't know if you can see, I'm wearing, did anyone see this? I'm wearing my boy Nico Price. Let me get up real quick. His Nico Price's shirt. And, dude, that line against Jeff Neal is straight up disgusting. Literally disgusting. I don't know how he's playing. Like, why is Nico Price in the plus 200s? I know Jeff Neal is a very good fighter and a great prospect, but that line, dude, should be like a close to a pickup in my opinion. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just plus 205 Nico Price. Like, come on, man. Like, people just like write this dude off, dude, so much just because he's not the most technical striker, but the guy is like he hits so hard, dude. Like that dude's power, man. Like that's just catching my eye right now. I don't know how that is, but yeah, I can't wait to tape the Texas card, which is next week. I'll be taping that soon. Let's see in the comments real quick. Yeah, man, Neil's a dog. Or I mean, Nico's a dog every fight, which is kind of dumb. But I mean, the fight with Neil is a serious scrap. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna take off. I'm tired. Gotta do my thumbnails. But yeah, can't wait for Saturday. I hope everyone cashes, and let's get it, man. I'll be back. Kelvin will be back probably next week, and let's cash these bets, man.